Hey guys, Gridiron Moore here, and today I'm doing my season's predictions. As of me recording this, the Ravens and Chiefs game has not happened. As you can see, it's tomorrow. And I'm just going to go over who I think is going to win this first week. So, starting with the first game, Ravens vs. Chiefs. The Chiefs had a rough start last year, losing their first game and selecting the Super Bowl. I think we're going to see the Ravens show up. I think with their additions, Derrick Henry, to the run game, it's going to be a lot harder for them to forget to run the ball, which is what they need to do more of. I think Lamar Jackson, coming off his MVP, he's good. I think loss Patrick Queen is going to be felt, but I think the Ravens are gonna actually win. I do think I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs came in there and start throwing like crazy and actually look like the Chiefs of old. If they do, that'll definitely affect how I think they'll do on their season. But I'm gonna possibly going in here. I'm gonna see the Ravens are gonna win this one. Next game, Packers Eagles. I'm thinking the Packers. Now I think the Eagles are very much, they're probably going to have a pretty good game. You know, they had his Saquon Barkley, they still got a great pack of receivers, quarterback's not bad. They are missing Jason Kelce, but they had his replacement kind of teed up, so I don't think there'll be much of a loss there. Their secondary wasn't the best, which is kind of what I'm thinking the Packers are going to use, because the Packers have a bunch of good wide receivers, and I think they'll really be able to show up with that. I think Jordan Love is going to have a good year. I think he's going to perform better than Jalen Hurts this year, even with what I think is not as good receivers, but I do think their receivers work well together on the Packers. So I think another sort of underdog pick here. I haven't looked at the actual ratio but in my opinion, the Packers are still very well in the situation. Packers. Panthers Saints. I mean, to me, this game, lackluster. I'm not gonna watch it, but Saints think are gonna win. If the Panthers are able to get a win, I'll look at them a little bit differently. Maybe have a higher opinion, but still thinking about them last year, and I think the Saints are just gonna be better here. Vikings Giants. Now, in my recording that I was looking at prediction for the season, I forgot that Sam Darnold is actually the quarterback for the Vikings now, since J. McCarthy got hurt. Before I didn't even have it in my head who it was going to be. I think Sam Darnold, with that in mind, they're going to be better than I thought they were. I think the Giants are kind of aimless in the sense that they don't have the star players who have elite neighbors now. Which I think the Giants, I'm going to go for the Giants. This is another one where I think the Vikings probably are sort of the ones who are believed to be going to win, but I think the Giants are going to win here. I guess I'm feeling like an underdog this week. Patriots, Bengals. I mean, Patriots, I wish they're my team, but Bengals, they're going to show up, and they're going to show off, I'm afraid. Steelers, Falcons. I'm going to go with Steelers. I do think that Steelers are much more of a team. They could have a loss, and we don't know what the Falcons are capable of. This is like a test game for the set that the Falcons have. I'm going to stay with the sort of consistency here to get the win here. I do want to see how the quarterback situation goes, though, and then that'll affect how I look at them for the future for sure. But I'd say Steelers this time around. Texans, Colts are looking up this year, but the Texans are looking even more further. C.J. Stroud, they're a crazy wide receiver and tight end grouping. Colts, I think the Colts are going to be decent, but I think Texans are just going to be a little too much for them. Moving on, Cardinals, Bills. Cardinals, I think are going to be better than I expect them to be, and I think Kyler Murray back fully healed with the addition of Marvin Harrison is going to be really good. I do think though that I just trust Josh Allen better here, even with the just loss of so many players. I think the Bills are going to win that. And this also tells us kind of how the Bills are looking this season. Titans, Bears. Titans, I don't really have a good opinion on how their season's going to go, and I'm actually excited to see kind of how the Bears do, and I'm kind of banking on them with their just a really well put together team for their quarterback to be able to just show off here. I'm not as high on Caleb Williams as other people are, but I think if he can't do well with the team that's around him right now, then he's not going to be able to do well. So I think the Bears are going to win that. Jaguars, Dolphins. Jaguars, I lost my faith in them sort of here the last season. Same thing with the Dolphins also had sort of a collapse of that team sort of coming from behind to get the playoff spot. But in Dolphins' case, I think they're just kind of too offensively powerful. I mean, you can't really stop it. I think the Dolphins are going to win that. Broncos, Seahawks, honestly, sort of a toss-up for me. I think the Seahawks are going to win, but I do feel like the Broncos. I'm excited to actually see what the Broncos are able to do with Bo Nix. Honestly, I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do. But I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this. Raiders, Chargers. I am excited also to see what the Raiders are able to do this season, but I do think the Chargers are going to win. I think they have a better coach. I think what they're setting up to do is going to be more worthwhile here. But I do think the Chargers are going to win, especially because the Raiders don't really have a quarterback. If I remember correctly, they're going to have Gordon Minshew, which he's definitely serviceable as a backup. I think he can get you close. But I think Cowboys, Browns. Browns defense really good. Cowboys offense really good. They got CeeDee Lamb. I also made a mistake by saying that that I thought they already handled the contract with Micah Parsons, so not done yet. But they have time to do that because he's only year 3 on his contract. I definitely think Cowboys are going to win. They're always kind of going to be like this offensive power, at least regular season, and I think they'll be able to get these Browns. Commanders, Bucks, Buccaneer fan. I don't know if this is just the team goggles on here, but I think the Buccaneers are just a better team. They're have more continuity with Baker Mayfield and the team. Commanders, we'll see how James Daniels does in his first game. They have Austin Eckler. He's good. We'll just have to see that. But I will say the Buccaneers, at least in my mind, are going to win this. Rams, Lions. I think it's a really good game. Repeat of the playoff game last season. Lions were able to win that, and I think they're going to be able to win it. I do think the Rams are going to be good this year, so I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Lions got it. Jets, 49ers. With the return of Aaron Rodgers, the Jets are looking up this season. I do think the 49ers are ultimately going to beat them, and they're still this powerhouse that they are. They've got all their contracts settled. They're able to just continue focusing on and they're able to do that. So pick up the Jets, and that is week 1. Wow, that was fast. 16 games. So to sort of recap here. Ravens over the Chiefs. We'll find out if I'm right tomorrow. Green Bay over Eagles. Steelers over Falcons. Bills over Arizona. Bears over Titans. Bengals over Patriots. Texans over Colts. Dolphins over Jaguars. Saints over Panthers, Giants over Vikings, Chargers over Raiders, and last but not least, actually not last but not least, so a lot more to go. Seattle Broncos, Cowboys over Cleveland, Bucks over Commanders, Lions over Rams, and San Francisco over Jets. So I think we got some good city games here. There's some that I'm not going to be too focused on, but I am going to be working on all of them for sure. And I'm excited to see this. We're so back. Football is back, boys. Alright, well I will see you guys next time, and hopefully I had good results here.